Hi, within this lecture we're gonna focus on moving, deleting the files and folders in order to master the navigation. So right now I'm gonna go into the documents, okay, and if I write ls, I can see that notes.txt and test and test2 folders are over here. Obviously you can create your own files and folders in order to test this stuff. So we are obviously inside of home, Kali, documents, right? And I know that there are other folders inside of home Kali, right? Because I can see them like downloads, music, pictures, public and stuff. So assume that I want to put the notes.txt into test folder, okay? So maybe I want to move it, maybe I want to copy it. I can do both by cutting or copying the thing over here, right? Because it's just GUI, it's very basic to do so. And you know how to do that from Windows and other operating systems. But idea over here is to learn how to do that within the terminal. And it appears that the commands to do that are very easy. Like there are two commands, cp and mv. cp stands for copying, mv stands for moving. Okay, so moving is like cutting the file and pasting into someone else, like some other folder, and copying is just copying the file and pasting in some other folder. So we're gonna see both. Let's assume that I want to copy the notes.txt into the test folder. Okay, so I can do that, copy notes.txt, but I can't do that because I'm inside of the documents. If I run ls, I can see notes.txt. Let's assume that I want to do that from another folder. Let's assume that I'm inside of the downloads, but I still want to copy the notes.txt inside of the documents. So maybe I can explicitly state that it's home, Kali, documents, notes.txt. Okay, but since I'm inside of the documents, I can just do that, copy notes.txt. All I gotta do is just to state where I want to copy this. So I want to copy this inside of the test folder, and also I want to state the file name that I will be copying, like test notes.txt. Okay, I can just state another file name here as well, but I'm just gonna keep it as notes.txt. So you can write copy notes.txt at the right side if you want to rename this while copying. Okay, so if I run that, it will just execute this command and it will put the notes.txt, copy the notes.txt and paste it under the test folder. So let's do that and let's cd into, let me run ls. As you can see, notes.txt is still here. Let me go into the test. And if I write ls, here you go, notes.txt just appeared over here because I've copied it. Okay, now we have seen copy. So you write the thing that you may want to copy and you write the thing that you may want to move that into. Okay, so this is how copy works. So let's see, we are inside of test and we still have the notes.txt. Let's assume that I want to delete it. So in order to delete it, I can use rm command, which stands for removing. Okay, if you execute this command, here you go, you deleted notes.txt, which is cool, right? All you gotta do is just write this command. Obviously, right now, if I write ls, you won't see anything. And obviously, if I go back to the documents, I can still see the test.notes.txt over there because I have only deleted the copy of it. And by the way, you don't even have to know everything about these comments, right? Because it's just simple right now. But it may get complicated after a while, and all you gotta do is to understand the logic behind this, and maybe you may want to familiarize yourself in order to read documentation. So let me do an example. So I'm going to create a folder over here with rm test. Okay, so it's just a folder inside of the test folder. Okay, it's just a folder. I can see that when I write ls, I can see the rm test. Let me try to delete that by removing it. Okay, so as you can see, it gives me an error. It says that cannot remove rm test. It's a directory. So it seems that the rm test is a folder and we cannot actually delete the folders with rm command. So let me run this. Let me run rm help to see the documentation about rm. So rm is actually a binary and like an executable, and they all have this documentation. Most of the time you can reach them by adding this -- help at the end of the command. Okay, so that it can actually show you the documentation, the help module of the rm binary. Okay, if you do that, I'm not even sure if it's going to show us, but if it's not -- help, it's something like -h. And as you can see, it shows us the usage, it shows us the different parameters that we can give to rm. And if I take a look over here, there is some parameter called -r, and it says that remove directories. So yeah, maybe I've forgotten how to remove the directories or delete the directories. I can just see that by writing rm -- help. Okay, for example, there is another parameter over here, -f. It just deletes the thing with -f with force. Okay, so no matter what, it just deletes the thing. So as you can see, rm test is a folder, and let me write this rm -r and rm test, and here you go. Now it got deleted. So let me try to create some, let me try to write ls, and here you go. We don't have anything else. Let me just create it one more time, and I'm going to show you rm -rf. And again, this is by force. It means that just delete the thing without thinking anything else. Okay, so even if you get like a warning message or error message, just delete the thing. And here you go, it just deletes the thing. Okay, so just bear that in mind, rm -r, rm -rf. So let me go back to documents. As you can see, notes.txt is over here because we have just deleted the copy of it. So let me try move. Move takes in the arguments exactly like in the copy. So I want to move that to test2 this time, and here you go, it worked. So I want to move notes.txt to test2. And as you can see, when I write ls, I cannot see it, but if I go to test2, I can see it. Okay, that's the difference between moving and copying. So moving is like cutting and pasting, copying is like copying and pasting. Okay, just bear that in mind. And again, we are doing all of this stuff in order to get familiarized with the terminal. Great, now we started to learn something. I believe we can stop here and continue within the next one.